Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be doing an update of my project pan. If you have not seen that video, I'll link it up. I think it's on this side, and go have a look at that before watching this video because it's just an update of what I've used, all my empties, and just general updates about my project pan. So if that sounds good to you, please stay tuned. So firstly, I think we should just go through the empties. I don't have that many. I thought I had one more than I did, but it turns out that I didn't. So I've just been neglecting one product. But to start with empties, I've used both of these setting sprays, so nothing left inside. And this is the Signature Fix Perfect and the Technic setting spray. Didn't like either of these, like I said, but I did use them as like for my eyeshadow, the shimmer shadow to stick, and then I did use this one on my face, but this one went really quickly because the spray is really aggressive. This one took a bit longer, but we got there in the end. So these are empties and can finally go into the bin because I've been hanging on to them since I think my last project pan was in Feb or January. Let me just check. Yeah, so my last project pan update was on the 1st of February, so February, March, April. So it's been 2 months. So I just thought I'd pop on and just update you. And there's some changes I want to make to my project pan, so that's also why we popped on today. So these are going in the bin. Then I also finished the PS My Perfect Color Liquid Concealer, medium coverage from Primark. And I took the stopper out and it is completely empty. The doe foot is dry, so we could throw that out. Then another one from Primark is the PS Blurred Out Skin Conditioning Universal Blurring Powder. I really love this, as all of you know, and it is finally finished. So I had to take the sieve off just so I could get the last remnants of it out. So that's done. I think I might keep the container and put something else in it for now, just for traveling purposes. Then this was not in my project pan, but it is also an empty, so I just thought I'd throw it in today, and it's the She Glam Rose Reset Makeup Removal Balm, and that is completely finished as well. It is tiny, and I think I got it, started using it back in January. So yeah, that went quite quick, but I did buy a nice big one from Superdrug if you've seen my haul. So that's also finished. Next, I will just tell you some things that I'll be swapping out and why, because I think that's the bulk of my update. So if you watched my previous video, you would have seen that I've added in this Kiko Milano palette. It's a face palette, so that's what it looks like. Blush, bronzer, and all these colors, but I didn't get much use out of it. I think I used it once just because the colors are quite out there and I didn't feel like it was like everyday friendly, which is kind of what I do with my project pan. So this one is going to be swapped out for this Ciate London one, and let me show you what it looks like inside. It looks like that, and it's just a lot more user-friendly. This look that I have on my eyes today, I used this palette. I used this brown and this light gray in the middle. I also used the black in the center, and then this dark gray on the outer corners. So I think it's a lot more user-friendly. If you watch my previous video, what is it? I think it's testing the collection, what is it called? Collection Filter Finish. I used it on that as well, and there I used the golds and the browns, and then I did a look on TikTok as well with like blue and green, so a lot more user friendly, and can use this one for day to day with all the browns. So I'm going to put this into my project pan now, and we'll rotate that in at a different point, another point. The other thing I am swapping out is the lipstick. Like, I love red lipstick, but I just don't wear it that often anymore. So I'm swapping it out for the MAC one, which was in my previous one. Love the smell of this. So the MAC one is being exchanged for this Soph X Revolution, which I got on my Revolution, what was it, testing Revolution back last year. So this is such an old product, like old, like I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but I'm going to swap that one out. I'm wearing it today on my lips, and it's a little bit more neutral, so I think it will go with my more day-to-day routine. Then for mascara, so I know I don't do much high-end on my channel, but I had this Lash Renegade in my project pan the last time, but I haven't got much use out of it. It's waterproof and it's a nightmare to get off, so I didn't get much use out of it, maybe used it twice. And so I'm going to be rotating in the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lash Volume 2, and the wand looks like that. I'm sure if you've seen my high-end video you will know, but this one also just adds a lot more volume. I am wearing it today, but also wearing corner lashes, but I prefer this one, and also it's close to expiry now, so I definitely need to just get on that. So this is going in, that is going out. And concealers, so I decided to rotate the concealer out actually today, because this one is very much more drying on me, as well as being very light, so I'm not really into the bright under eyes anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a break, and I'm going to be rotating in my Rimmel Kind and Free. I really like that, and it's what I'm wearing today under my eyes, and it looks really, really nice, and I've been loving this one for like a no makeup look, so I'm going to add this one into rotation now. This is basically new though, so it's quite full, so I haven't really marked off. And then this one, I don't know whether it is the bottle that's not clear, but I just can't see where exactly I am up to, so I'm sure there's still a lot in here. How many mils is it? It doesn't say. This is 7 ml, so it is significantly bigger, so I think I'll get through this a lot quicker than I did this. And then the last thing, no, that's it actually. That's it for like swapping products out. So next I'll show you the things that I can update you on that I've seen a significant difference with. So firstly, I have this gorgeous glow palette from Collection. I've made a bigger dent in there, and also in the peach color over here. So if you can see, the indents are much more flat than they were before, so definitely making progress on that. They're very finely packed, and there's like not much product in there, so I think I'll definitely hit pan there soon. I am wearing this one on my cheeks today though, the pink. So I don't really get much use out of the highlight. I think I could use it on my eyes, I guess, but I'm gonna have to start trying to do that. Next update we have is this Sun-Kissed bronzer, and as you can see, the hole is growing there, so I've been trying to use this as much as I can, but for some reason I'm wearing this bronzer today. This bronzer seems to define my cheekbone a little bit better than this does, but and it's also like hard pan, so I'm kind of having to scratch. I can repack it, but I really just don't want to put in that effort, so we'll see. I think in the next couple months I'll definitely almost be done with that, and definitely be done with this bronzer and maybe a hole in the peach. Then next is the foundations. So this is one that I thought was empty, but I've just looked in there today. I don't know if you can see, there's probably another couple of uses in, probably run down from the top. I know some people cut theirs off, but I just don't have time for that. So I'm having to squeeze really, really hard, like getting the last bit of toothpaste out. So probably another couple of uses and I'll be done with that. Then, oh my gosh, I have to say, the Lasting Perfection Glow foundation from Collection, the reason I added it into my project pan was because I really didn't like it. It sat so weirdly on my skin and it just didn't do me any favors, but now I'm absolutely loving it. So let me zoom you in. It's what I'm wearing today, and I think it looks really, really nice on my skin now. It seems to, well, all my foundations are seeming to like cake up a bit like here on my face, but over here is my problem areas, but it's looking really good and I'm really actually enjoying using it. So the last time we did the project pan. I didn't really mark it off, and then somewhere in between I decided to mark it. I think it was like maybe a month ago. So that first line over there was maybe a month ago, maybe a bit more, and then this line I just did today. So that's where we are. So we've used quite a bit of it, but there's also not that much left. I also do have like a new technique for doing my foundation where I don't use more than a pump, and I just spread it throughout my face to diminish the cakiness. So it's helped a lot, and my skin looks a lot more radiant and fresh. So yeah, that one is almost done, I'd say, as well, but probably a couple more months definitely, because I have a lot of other foundations that I test and stuff. So on the days that I'm going out or doing something, I try to use this one, but I also do need to test the other one. So this one is getting pushed back a little bit, but I still, like I said, have it on today and it looks really good. Next update we have is the primer. It is the Natural Collection Hydrating and Radiance Primer. So again, if you go back to my previous video, you'll see it. There was much more left in it, but when I marked off the foundation, I decided to mark that off as well. So the first line there was like maybe a couple months ago, and then this is where we're at today. I've given it a little bit of grace. There's more of a dent there, but I think this will be done with in maybe the next month as well. I'm gonna try and do an update maybe every couple of months if I can, depending on where I am in the world and what I'm doing. So yeah, if you like that, or if you like the idea of that, please let me know, and if you don't, please let me know, so then I won't waste my time or yours. Next, I'm bringing this one into rotation now that I don't have a powder in my rotation anymore. So it is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Powder in the shade medium. So this one I already hit pan on a while ago, so I thought we might as well just use it up. So I've added this into rotation. Let me give you a look. So I have it under my eyes and down my T-zone and everywhere else. So I really do like it. I thought I didn't, but I think I was using the wrong brush. Maybe my brush was a little bit too fluffy. So I've used a denser brush just to like put it in the places that I want, and it seems to be working great. So this will now be in rotation. Then we have the primer, the blurred out. So this never worked, but I'm pretty sure we have maybe an inch at the bottom left, less than an inch. So I think this will also be done soon. I will use it sometimes just as a moisturizer as well. Just if I'm using a BB cream or whatever, I try and use this just because there's a lot of product and my face is small, like you don't need that much. So I'm trying to use it for other things as well. Another thing I'm bringing in is just this. It is an eyebrow pencil, but I'm using it as a lip liner, and the one side is like flesh color, kind of like a concealer, you can barely see it, and then the other side is this dark brown coffee color, and I have it on my lips right now, and I always use it as a lip liner. So I thought I'd just bring it in because I am using it quite regularly, and it goes very well with the other lip product I have in my project pan as well. Lastly is this face stick, like the contour stick from Primark as well, and I've used quite a bit of that. If you look at my previous video, I showed you inside, and I have actually used a lot of it because I only have two like cream contours. I just switch between the two, so it gets used like almost on a daily basis. Then lastly, the setting spray I'm rotating in is this Dewy Fix. So I think I rotated it in just at the end of Feb or maybe beginning of March. So it feels like it's halfway already. So I've been using it quite a bit. So I thought I don't really like it. So I thought we'd rotate that in just so we can finish it. So yeah, let me give you another close-up of what my face is looking like. And these are all my Project Pan products on my face. So I'll link everything that I used in my description bar below if you want to have a look. However, like the Primark products I cannot link because for some reason they don't have it on their online store. You have to actually go in store. So everything that I can link, I will link. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and please let me know what you think about this series. This will be part 2 in my series. So yeah, if you do like the idea of it, just pop me a comment. If you don't, let me know as well. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon for notifications every time I upload. But other than that, that's it from me. Bye, guys.